What up, everyone? This is Mr. Lord, Dr. Professor Darth Joker, and this is when and where picking dinner. So now I had a I so there's been some issues with streaming, so I don't know if it's just OBS or if it's me being dumb, probably me being dumb. Who knows? But so and due to the streaming, so what I'm gonna do now is just kind of like how a traditional fans with plans. I'm recording reviews. What I'm gonna do here is record like me making picks for like big games for the next day. So I'm picking the games for Sunday. So that being said, let's get on with the picks. And starting out, we will go with MLB. So for the first game I'll pick, it'll be the Phillies and the Dodgers. It is at Philly, so I'm going to go with the Phillies. Even though Dodgers are the best team, I think the Phillies will win this home game. And then we have the Cardinals and Red Sox. They have a doubleheader. I think the Cardinals win both games. And Mets and Blue Jays. The Mets have the Jays at home, and I think they'll pull out the win. Then you have the Padres and the Cubs. The Padres, they played very well this year, even sweeping by Braves. I'm not happy about that, but I think the I think the Padres will pull out the win tomorrow over the Cubs. And now MLB. OKC has the Lakers at home, so I think the Thunder beats the Lakers tomorrow. All right. Cavs versus Kings. Cavs have the best record in the East, and they have a home game. So I think the Cavs beat the Kings. Then Trailblazers Spurs. Let's see, I think it's at or it's at Portland, but Spurs. Popovich has historically been a very good coach. Well, not as good as recent years. In recent years, has he been in the past? But I think the Spurs go to Portland and beat the Trailblazers. All right, the Knicks versus the Suns. For once, Stephen A. Smith has something to be excited about. The Knicks are in the playoff picture and they have a home game. I think the Knicks beat the Suns tomorrow. Nuggets versus Pacers. Nuggets have been a very good team over the past few years, and they have a home game against the Pacers, and I think they get the W tomorrow. All right, Warriors versus Rockets. This could be a very good game, but it's at Golden State and home field advantage. I take that into consideration a lot, as you've probably noticed. So I picked. So I think the Warriors beat the Rockets tomorrow. All right, though. College women's basketball national championship game. Yeah, I got my pick wrong in picking Texas to beat South Carolina. Obviously, that did not happen. South Carolina won. So they play UConn, a perennial contender. And I think UConn beats South Carolina and gets back a ring to give Ariyama his next championship. Right now with college baseball. Now this isn't a sport that gets talked about in college sports, but it's a fun sport to watch and fun games to attend to. So first off, Vandy, Florida. I think Vanderbilt goes to Gainesville. Gainesville is a hard place to win in baseball. I think Vanderbilt gets the win tomorrow there. Florida State, Wake Forest. Two teams with very good records. Wake Forest has had a good baseball program over the years. They're not ranked right now. Florida State is top five. I think Florida State gets the win. Georgia, Texas. And if there was a college game day for baseball, this would be a game they probably go to because it's number 3 versus number 5. Texas won the first two games. I think Georgia gets the win tomorrow to salvage a win. They've already lost the series, but I think they'll get the win tomorrow. And Mississippi State, South Carolina. Neither of these are teams that are ranked, but they're a lot of times they're big time. They're usually big time contenders in baseball, and I think Mississippi State gets the win tomorrow in in Duty Noble Field. All right, Oregon State, UC Irvine. I think Oregon State gets this win. I don't know much about UC Irvine. I know they're ranked, but it's at Oregon State. It's the home field advantage is going to be a big deal. That is a big baseball school. I think Oregon State wins. All right, final game: Arizona State, Arizona. Arizona State's ranked 24, even though Arizona has a better record, and it's at Arizona State. I think Arizona State gets to win tomorrow in Game 3. And that's it for picks. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to my picks. Do you agree with them? Do you not? If you have different picks, you can put them in the comments. But other than that, please like, subscribe, and all that. Thank you for listening, and look forward to the next video.